So it looks like we're getting a Frost King Build-A-Figure wave from DC Multiverse based on the Endless Winter series that came out in 2020. On some level, I am surprised by the character selection of this wave, but on another level, I'm not that surprised because we are still getting Batman and Wonder Woman, although they are in much different costumes from what they traditionally wear. Black Adam is a character that I have been really enthusiastic to get an action figure of for a while, so when I saw that he was going to be a part of the Frost King wave, the Endless Winter wave here, I was a little bit over the moon, but then I learned that this is just King Shazam with a new head, and my enthusiasm sank quite a bit at that point. And very importantly, he doesn't resemble the Black Adam that we see represented in the Endless Winter series. Where's his cape? I do like the gauntlets on him. I think that those look pretty good, and I do appreciate that he has two fists instead of an open hand or a hand that looks like it's supposed to be holding something. And his head sculpt is okay. I don't think that it's the most accurate head sculpt they could have given him based on the source material, but it's a decent head sculpt, and it does look like a Black Adam head sculpt. I just feel like the body seems a little small for him. Maybe I'm off base here, but it just feels too small for Black Adam. When I picture Black Adam, I picture someone larger like The Rock, who's going to be playing him in a movie. Wonder Woman is a little bit of a weird one for me because of a couple of reasons. One, they left off her shoulder pad. There's a red shoulder pad that goes on her right shoulder, and they've left it off here for some reason. The weird thing is that there's a trading card included with her that has an action figure that has the shoulder pad. It looks like there's a picture of a variant that I have to believe McFarlane Toys is going to release at some point in the near future, because the picture on the trading card portrays her with a different circlet than what she's wearing on the Build-A-Figure release. Something I really enjoy about this Wonder Woman is that she does come with her lasso of truth, so that's really nice to have. It doesn't look like you can take it off her hip at all, but at least it's there. But all we really get to play around with is a sword other than that. It's okay. I just sometimes wish that we got maybe a couple more accessories with our DC Multiverse figures. In addition, I do wonder why they didn't equip her with her shield and axe like she was quite famously depicted with in the series, because there's a few shots out there on the internet. If you look them up right now, she's pictured with an axe and a shield, and it's a very striking look, and I think that it would have been awesome for this Wonder Woman to have them. And I wonder now if that variant that we see on that trading card, when it's inevitably released, if it will have the axe and the shield. Green Lantern John Stewart is something of an odd choice for this wave, I think. It's the exact same John Stewart that we already saw released. He just has different accessories now. He's got a couple of energy swords instead of all the armor and machine gun stuff that the other one was released with. My biggest beef with this John Stewart action figure, based on Endless Winter, is that it doesn't really look like the one that we saw in the comics, because he has bare hands in those comics, right? And here he's got gloved hands. It's not accurate. And then there's a little bit of a hard edge below his Green Lantern emblem on his chest, whereas it's rounded in the comics. So what's going on here? It doesn't look right. I really think that it would have been a better idea for them to switch this out with Aquaman, because that's a better figure overall, even though it has the sideways glance. But the figure does look nicer than this. It's more accurate, and it comes with a cooler accessory. Well, you have to hand it to McFarlane Toys. They find a way to slip Batman in a wave one way or another, and sure enough, here he is, and he's pretty accurate to his Endless Winter appearance. Now, one thing that does get me about this Batman is the hands. The hands have this open appearance to them, and it wouldn't be so bad if he just had one so he could hold his batarang and all that business, and maybe the other one was a fist, but he's got the two open hands like they like to give Batman a lot of the time. And what's he gonna do? Is he gonna hop on the bat cycle or something? Is that what they're trying to tell me here? It feels like they could do a lot more with the hands on these figures, and I really wish they would. I'm hoping that this Batman is going to have more articulation than I think he might, because that coat looks like it might get in the way a little bit. There's a real art to slipping the articulation into these things when they have jackets and everything, and boy, I really hope that McFarlane has it figured out. And finally, the last figure of this wave is, of course, the Frost King, the Build-A-Figure. And this one looks pretty good overall. I like this Build-A-Figure a lot. I do wish that his head had more of a screaming, shouting effect on it. It feels like it would be very appropriate for the rage of the Frost King, as opposed to this kind of low-key snarl that's being depicted here. And some of the color choices here I'm kind of wondering about too, like maybe if it were a little bit more of a violet on his tunic as opposed to the kind of grayish colors that we're getting, but overall the design looks pretty good and the accuracy looks like it's pretty close to what's being represented in the comics. Looking at the Frost King, do I still want him? I think so, because I do like the Build-A-Figure a lot. I'm a little worried after a couple of my Build-A-Figure experiences from McFarlane that this one is gonna be more of the same, but I am still collecting the King Shark Build-A-Figure, and I'm hoping that once I have that assembled that it's going to be a more positive experience than Bane and Darkfather were. Well, Soulmates, what do you think of this Endless Winter Build-A-Figure wave? Is this one that you really want? Do you like all the figures in this wave, or do you think that this one has a few misses in it? I don't know, guys. Let me know what you think in the comments. I would love to hear from you whether or not you're gonna collect to build the Frost King. If you support what I do, please click subscribe and hit the bell for notifications so you don't miss a single video of mine when it comes out. And if you want to hang out with me and my Soulmates, I stream live on Twitch Monday through Thursday at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. I'll be back again soon with some more thoughts about new comic book toy releases. And until then, with love from me to you, bye-bye.